What is a good starting point for a company that is not doing any video content yet? How do folks get started in video? I think sometimes they get scared off. We were talking earlier about the sales funnel. Like they see the big, heavy, expensive production brand values all the way down to like the Loom videos and maybe, well, where do we put in? Where do we start? What's a good way for companies to get their head around digital marketing with video and where to begin?
Yeah, yeah, that's a great question. I do think that in general, the things that scare people off from video the most are going to be cost and just capacity to do it, right? Most
Mm,
people don't know how to create a big brand video, and even fewer people know how to develop a, you know, complicated explainer video describing your services. And all of those are great, but we also have really powerful tools in our pockets, i.e., the cell phone,
mm.
that we can use to record videos. So I think my two biggest recommendations for starting out in video would be one, customer testimonials. So this is a way to start utilizing video without the ownership of actually creating the video even being on you, right? Send out a email to 100 of your most previous customers and say we're offering a $100 gift card to such and such for any, or you're entered into a drawing, right, to win this gift card if you submit a testimonial video. And start adding those to your website, start publishing those on social, put them on YouTube, start using them in all of these different ways. So that's an easy way to, even make someone else kind of make the video, right? You just get to utilize it and benefit from it. And then the second thing is they ask you answer method. So your customers have a lot of questions. As a consumer, we need our questions answered before we start making any sort of decisions. And as the provider of a said service or product, you are best suited to answer those questions. So get a little itty bitty tripod, set up
Hmm.
your cell phone, and just start recording answers to all of your customer questions. And then, you can kind of build more content and supporting content around that, later down the road. But just to start answering those questions. And if you don't feel comfortable on camera, if you're like, oh, I'm weird, I'm awkward when I'm on camera, or I'm not the expert, go find the person that is, right? There's someone in your organization who's an expert in that thing. Otherwise, you probably are not providing that service, right? Or you're not doing it that well. So
Hmm.
there's got to be an expert around. So get them, start answering those questions just using an iPhone.
That's great. So there's really we used to call it a low barrier to entry, but there's really no barrier to entry. It's just the will to put yourself out there.
Yep.
And if you've got a smartphone, you've got a video recording studio. And we do a lot of things with a lot better quality, but yeah, I think that point comes across.
Mm-hmm.
Getting expertise and you mentioned one of the books that you and I have been talking about. They ask you answer. Did I get the title right?
Yep.
And so it's just that thing of being a fountain of knowledge and awareness. Great.